Please note, the examples that follow are for illustration only and are not a guarantee of your actual earnings. What you will earn will be based on individual effort and good old-fashioned hard work.
So we're going to go right into our team building strategy. Many multi-level structures, the two most populars are unilevels on the left and binaries on the right. Unilevels add the stability. The unilevel is having a front line, on your front line, like unilevel. Binaries have that speed, acceleration, and they go like a brush fire real fast. Many of the top marketing companies of all time in history are unilevel type plans, 9 out of 10. Binaries create stories, fast money, they move fast. Unilevels typically create stories of long lasting, and that's what everybody wants, not startup companies, but companies that will last 20 years like Unicity and that you can build and pass on to your children. So it's typically a 3 to 5 year plan. So it takes maturity and a long-term vision to succeed in unilevels until now. And folks, Unicity has the best of both worlds. And the reason why is that the Unicity unilevel plan has evolved over the last couple of months into the most incredible, amazing plan. You get the stability of a unilevel, the speed of a binary. How? With infinity payout, infinity ranks to infinity, not infinity levels, not infinity generations, but 9 ranks to infinity on only 3 legs. And so the enhancements have come down to an infinity payout by ranks. You got a 3-leg requirement, and here's one of the best keys: enroll in place. And the enroll in place was just made live here a couple of days ago in the back office. Unlimited enroll in place. So we're going to focus on building 3 legs deep. We call this team building. Instead of going wide, there's an old saying that that going wide is for show, but going depth is where the dough is. We'd rather have the dough. And so what it means is you identify 3 people on your front line and you build them deep. Now, I want to clarify something. This is what we recommend with the PGD News team, the PGD system teams. This is not a matrix. It's not a company force matrix. You can still sponsor wide. You want to sponsor 100 front lines, have at it. That's up to you. There's no limit to the front lines that Unicity will allow you to enroll and sponsor. We just believe in this team building strategy that you get your 3 people, and then you just build it deep down line. So what happens is it's like, look at the slide here. We're talking about a fire on top. There's not too much concern for the people on the lower floors. They don't even know about it, right? It's like you could be asleep, and not even know there's a fire on top. So team building is going to make your business explode. You're the strongest recruiter in your group, and you start the fire by enrolling 10, 15 people yourself immediately. Doesn't mean that you're just going to enroll 3 people, but what it means is after you have 3 on your front line, then you're going to be placing them and enrolling them down line. So here's a good phrase. The T. Gray came up with this one. He says, let's be fire starters in November. Who's going to create the fire? And what we mean by that, folks, is look at the team building benefits for excitement, speed, and stability is when there's a fire below, then it creates urgency all the way up line, all the way on top. And so that's what enroll and placement does. When you, by being a fire starter, you place that person on the bottom of your leg, and then you call people, hey, did you feel it? They go, what do you mean? They go to their back office now, they see it live. You just placed a manager down there. And now, if that was on your 10th level, you got 9 people above that are all excited, they're going crazy, and they all see it. And so we're going to create that fire on the bottom. Team building benefits, again, excitement, speed, stability. We'll talk about stability in a minute. You're going to focus on building deep, 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 deep. See, what depth does, folks, it locks in people, it locks in volume. And when you're just a frontline, there's no volume. No volume, no income. So the deeper you go, the more solid your volume is going to be, and the more solid your volume is, the more solid your income is. And that's what we're all building over the next 2 years to Bangkok, is we're building our passive income so that you have all your folks are going to be more inclined to stay on their auto refill, of course, because they got a business down there. There's volume down there. They're going to get more excited and build. They're less inclined to quit. And so we're going to explain now how the enroll in place works for everybody. And this is so exciting because Stuart had the programmers a couple days ago work on making this live in your back office. Nobody has to wait till the 15th anymore. It happens now in real time. So you're prospecting and you bring a new person, into the and then you can place them below somebody in your group. Now, everyone above this new person is excited and benefits from the volume, and we're going to explain why. Team building strategy. You build 3 legs all the way to diamond with diamonds. This creates a super solid business. A common mistake is that most people make is they stop building a leg too soon. So stay with your 3 legs all the way to diamond. In fact, I like what Pedro said. His goal in Bangkok in 2 years is to be a diamond with diamonds. He said not so much necessarily double diamond for himself. What he's more concerned about is having diamonds with diamonds. About that, I go, he's right. That's how you build a solid business for the rest of your life, is to keep driving those legs deep. And so for some folks here, you need a little help. Just consult your upline if you're brand new, and before you ever start a new leg. But for just anybody listening out there, what I would recommend, once you have your 3 front lines identified, stay with those 3 until you're a diamond with diamonds. So for most people, that's going to be till after Bangkok in 2014. Makes it very simple. Let's focus in now on the next remaining minutes here of our team building strategy. You can see the chart. Everybody, you can print out this chart on our training site. Just go to the downloads page under more, scroll down, and you'll find this page you can print out. We pass these out at the meetings. We have them in our hands at all times. I have this chart actually mentally. I was talking to Desmond Palmer this morning, and Desmond, he's got this chart, but he also has it memorized in his mind. Where the 3 people you're building, and you know who the bottom person is. And if you don't know who the bottom person is, all you have to do is make a phone call and call the person, above and say, who's your bottom person? Because what you're going to team build on, folks, is the A legs. Everybody has an A, B, C, 3 people on their front line. And the team builders are going to create fires on just the A legs. So the fire starters are going to keep enrolling and placing down the A leg. Everybody's going to have to build their B and C. Now, I want to make a note here that when you give people away through the enroll and placement, there's the right way to do it, there's the wrong way to do it, but it really doesn't matter. And what I mean is that you still got to build your B and C legs. So it doesn't create weakness. But by team building it, you're going to have 1/3 possibly built in team building from yourself down, but you still got to have your B and C to make your qualifications and rank advancement and everything else. But what you're going to get so excited by driving down your A legs is everybody gets credit now in real time with the volume, and it can help you also get credit and move up the ranks. Let me continue here. Let's say, for example, Joe signs up Mary on A, Steve in B, and then Will in C. So Joe's got his 3 front lines. Now Joe's going to, continue to enroll. Let's say that in the next 2 years that Joe does 3 presentations a week, and in a month, that's 12 to 15 presentations, like Stewart's plan. If you do 3 invites every day, 3 invites a day, 3 presentations a week, you're going to enroll 3 new people a month. 3 new people a month in 1 year is 36 new enrollees. Times 2 years is 72 new enrollees. So you put 3 on your front line, and then you're going to drive in the next 12 months, 33 people down these A legs. That's just part-time, 3 invites a day, 3 presentations a week, enroll 3 people a month. And in 1 year, that's 36 enrollees. In 2 years, that's 72 people. Imagine if everybody over the next 2 years did that formula, how many thousands of people would you have under these 3 legs? Watch this, folks. Mary's going to enroll Sam. Steve enrolls Tina. Will, it gets George going. And then they've got to be responsible for their B and C. Mary's got to be responsible for her B and C, which is Mike and Jane. And then Mary, after, because she now has 3, she's going to put Susan on her A leg under Sam. Hey, Sam, excited. What do you mean? Did you feel it? Feel what? Go in your back office. We just put somebody. She goes, oh, my gosh, who's Susan? And Sam, you just signed up yesterday, and you haven't even talked to anybody, and you got Susan. See, what happens, folks, it's all about building belief. Every single one of us, when we came into Unicity, we all started at a certain belief point. And that belief had to get stronger and stronger and stronger in time. But when we all first started, almost every single one of us, including myself, I wanted it to work. I hoped it worked, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work until it started working. So what you want to do, process up, we call in the first 24 to 72 hours. So you go from, do you think it'll work, to, well, wow. You see on this chart here, Mary's got her 3, but she only sponsored 2 people, Mike and Jane, because Joe is the enroller of Sam. And Sam, who signed up yesterday, hasn't even talked to anybody, and already Mary put Susan under Sam. Sam is so excited. Now Sam went from, geez, this is happening faster than I thought. You didn't even give me time to talk to anybody, and I already got somebody. So watch this, folks. Then all of a sudden, Mike comes down under Susan. And then Julie comes down under Mike. Don is under Julie. And Mike says, oh my goodness, I better qualify here and get to work. And so he sponsors B and C. But now Mike's qualified with his 3 legs. And Mike is so inspired now that he gets motivated and becomes a fire burner, and Mike then comes down and gets Nancy under Don. And then Susan continues to enroll in place, and now Susan's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels deep. Susan's on the 3rd level to Joe. Susan's now so excited that she sponsors Annette on level 8. And all these people get a phone call. Hey, Nancy, did you feel it? Hey, Don, did you feel it? Julie, did you feel it? Mike, did you feel it? They go in their back office, and they see volume. They see the points. They get credit for everything, all these people, and it starts to create a tidal wave. Don says, oh, my gosh, I've got a business built down there. I'm going to have to get my B and C, Louise and Carol, going, and it doesn't stop. Nancy does the same thing. Now look at Don. Don's got Nancy that got her B and C. He's got a team. He's got 6 people there. He just got started. So Annette says, I've got to get my A, B, and C. And she doesn't wait for any upline. Annette's going for it because she hears the stories now. And Annette sponsors A, B, and C, Marlene, Clive, Kristen. But watch this. Here's where the fire starters, Joe sponsors, enrolls. Joe is the enroller and creates a fire on level 10 and drops Shelley, his personal enrollment. Marlene's the sponsor. Now 9 people up line get a phone call because Joe went and dropped somebody down on his 10th level. And they all go crazy, folks. It doesn't matter if these people sign up for 2 boxes of swim or get an ID number or become associates, junior managers, managers. It don't matter. What's great about driving 3 legs deep until you're a diamond, listen to this, folks. This strategy doesn't know territories, boundaries. It has no concept of countries, because it's all virtual. You can sign countries under people. You can sign cities under people. You can put managers under, somebody that just got an ID number. Because what's going to happen, it's all building belief and excitement. And those people that might have started with an ID number and a box of Slim, when they get a business underneath them and their belief and they see it right away, you better believe not only are they going to be a manager by the end of the month, but they're going to get their B and C, and they start building and building. And it doesn't stop on level 10. You keep driving these down. And folks, we do all 3 legs. Build 3 deep, strong legs until you're a presidential diamond with a diamond all the way to the next global convention. And you, too, will be walking that red carpet 23 months from now. So here's how the enroll in place. Watch this, everybody, how you do it. You're the enroller. The person you're putting the new person under is the sponsor. And here's what it means. The enroller always gets the fast start bonus. So if that's a manager, 30% on 1,000 points is $300. So the enroller gets the fast start bonus. The sponsor, the person that you placed them under, they see the new person in their downline right away, and they get immediate benefit of the volume. The sponsor also gets the fast start bonus for the new personal enrollers. And the enroller gets the reward trip points that's associated with the new person that you, even though you placed them under a sponsor, the enroller simply gets all the reward points in all the months. So if you enrolled somebody under and placed them under somebody in November, you're going to get reward trip points as the enroller for November and December off of that person, no matter where you placed them. So the enroller, just to recap, gets the fast start bonus. The sponsor who you placed them under, no matter what level in their downline, they're going to get immediate benefit of the volume. The sponsor gets the fast start, the 5% fast start bonus for the new person's enrollees, their front line, no matter where they place them, and you get the reward trip points because you're the enroller. So again, the enroller gets the fast start bonus, and the enroller gets the reward trip points for all those months. And everybody in the upline gets credit for the volume and paid according to their rank and qualifications. So, folks, listen to this. Team building is the ultimate close. T. Gray and their Houston meeting the other night, they showed this at the end of their meeting. Just the blank page. They held the blank page up. And everybody signed up. Managers, junior managers, associates. He said never in his 3 years with Unicity did they have 100% sign up of all those guests, because it's all about who wants the next spot. See, the 3 legs to diamond, folks, it doesn't know time. It has no concept of what day or what month it is. We always before would, get 90% of our business at the end of the month. But see, the next available position, the next spot on your chart, it doesn't matter what day it is. It's a sense of urgency because you're pouring gasoline on the fire every single day. Over the next 2 years, it's the end of the month every day. Who wants the next position? Who wants the next spot? When people typically give you these questions or excuses or objections, they would say, "Oh, I got to think about it. Oh, I got to talk to my wife. Oh, I don't have the money." Now you just hold your chart up and say, "Okay, I'm building 3 legs deep to diamond. There's going to be hundreds of people coming in with our team building concept here over the next couple of years. and or thousands. And here's the next spot, and you show the next spot. You should see. All of a sudden, that person says, "Oh, you know what? I've thought about it long enough. I'm ready. Can I have that spot? Oh, you know what? I can find the money. I got a credit card. Oh, I don't have to talk to my wife. I'll take that spot now." See, that's what building 3 legs to diamond, folks. We've got a sense of urgency every single day, whether it's the beginning of the month or the end of the month. This strategy doesn't have time. It has no boundaries, no countries. There's no limits. It's the next available spot on your chart. And so, folks, all I could tell you is that this is absolutely working. And the people that have started this in September, they not only doubled, but in most cases tripled. They're locking people in. They're getting on auto refill. They're doing their 500 points for team volume. They're driving their business deep, 10, 15, 20 plus levels deep. Doesn't matter. It's the next available position. And these volumes are stable now. They're growing. They're increasing. And people are moving up the ranks. They're getting their bonuses. So who's going to be a fire starter in November? A fire starter is people that enroll and place people down line. The best thing that everybody can do listening here today, folks, is start enrolling people and start placing those folks down line. And let's go nonstop with 3 legs to diamond all the way to Bangkok.
Please note, the examples that follow are for illustration only and are not a guarantee of your actual earnings. What you will earn will be based on individual effort and good old-fashioned hard work.